If you haven't heard my voice, I don't shut the fuck up. So.
That's funny because like yesterday I like looked at the comments for 1 second. Someone's like, your voice is so annoying. I can't believe it. And it was like a fucking on a post from like a month ago. I'm like, you need dick. Like, what is your problem? Carla.
Some people say my voice is calming, and I'm like, that's insane because I am the most anxiety depressed bitch ever. So I'm glad I can calm other people.
That's interesting.
With my voice.
Yeah, you do have a calming voice.
Thank you.
Yeah. Wait, you know what? I want to be on one of your fucking
I'm doing it tonight, bitch. Come through.
Are you really?
Well, you know what? I'm doing the men.
Where do you do? How do I show up for this?
I do it outside a comedy club.
Oh.
And it's like a good hang.
There's a hot lesbian.
Oh, Ashley Gavin?
I don't know. She's really cute.
You want to fuck Ashley Gavin?
Maybe. No, I like someone right now. But if I was going to,
she's like a badass. And there's something hot about a comic in general when they could command and control the audience emotions. It's like
she's like the perfect kind of like, she's like a woman but masculine kind of lesbian, not like a lipstick lesbian.
Have you dated girls?
I have, but like not like seriously, you know. But I've like been in like,
I thought girls only do serious. I thought they just like move in together.
Bisexuals don't. We're just slutty.
They're just confused.
Yeah, we're slutty. No, we're just slutty. Like, we don't want to commit.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
What's the difference between pansexual or not pansexual? What's the one that's like, I love a soul?
I have no idea what that is.
Because I feel like that is bisexual.
That's like Gen Z. Like the soul of an animal.
Like any soul?
Like any
plants
soul?
have souls.
Like this is a crunchy soul.
Okay, now I'm turned on.
Wow.
But yeah, next time I do the hand on the street, I would love to have you because you'd murder it.
I would love to do it. It's my dream is to be on one of your fucking TikToks. And also you're famous on TikTok. It's insane. You're getting really famous. Like, when is your Netflix special? What's happening? Dude, you're on tour nonstop.
TikTok actually saved my life, not to be dramatic, but because it allowed me to like produce and create my own show.
Right.
And it was so like empowering and freeing, and I just like love being heard, and I love to just express myself, and you really feel so creative that you can just put something out there, and people, the algorithm hits all like the cool, fun gays and girlies, and it makes me happy.
Well, you need to help me figure out what I don't even know what to create sometimes. I mean, I can be funny, but also like,
she's a multi-hyphenate.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you have a lot of different skills, but I feel like with you, they always want to put women in a box, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to be put in a box.
Nope.
And TikTok, okay, we have a fashion moment. We have a bitching about something moment. We have a mental health moment.
Yeah.
We have a workout moment. We have just a New York City moment. I mean, I could go on for days about the stuff that you do. And I'm sick of trying to put women in like, what is she, the hot one? What is she, like the inspiring one? Dude, some days I'm inspiring and sometimes I'm a sad bitch. And I want to be able to be both.
Yes.
And you are so many of those things. And that's why I connected with you the second I saw you out in the world.
Yeah,
I manifested this.
I know, we're besties now. And we're sitting in our
bras.
It's just a little hot.
And it's not like, this is the least sexual topless pod I've ever done.
Have you done a pod topless? No. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
You're like, oh, are you doing other pods topless?
Speaking of sex, I have exciting news.
What?
So I hadn't had sex since September.
Okay, so she's growing cobwebs.
April. That's a long time.
That's like multiple seasons.
Wait, how many months is that?
That's like the leaves are down and up.
That's 8 fucking months. I finally got fucked.
Tell me everything.
Like everything?
I mean, like, where did you meet?
AA.
Wait, AA is the new Tinder.
Oh my God. I normally I've only like fucked a couple guys from AA, and I've been in AA for like 13 years. So the fact that I only had sex with a couple guys from there is like pretty good. Like, it's not a place where I'm like trying to meet dudes really, but you know, it's also kind of cool because it's like you put everything out on the table, you know each other already. Like, you know, like
you're not hiding anything.
We're not hiding. We're not trying to pretend we're vulnerable. Exactly.
They just have an orgy, but sometimes with AA, depending on where you are in recovery,
right, you could also be like a total psycho,
or maybe. Like you're not supposed to have sex sometimes.
No, I don't believe in that
you
one.
You don't believe in that?
No, that's like a fake rule that they made that I don't like get down with. But also
because they're afraid sex is also an addiction.
They said like within the first year, like don't date, right? That's that's the general rule of thumb.
To prioritize yourself.
Prioritize yourself and your sobriety. I never followed that rule. But also I have more than a year sober, so it doesn't matter.
I love a guy who's in AA. I mean, my husband, he's done AA. He actually did NA in Ireland where he was living.
Wow.
Because apparently like their NA is like a little more relatable for some reason.
Cool.
Like his problem was alcohol, but like he got sober at 19.
Wow, that's young.
And there's something so hot about a dude who's like done the inner work to like overcome.
I know.
That turns me on.
Right?
I'm like, you battled demons and you won?
Yeah.
You're strong.
I'm so wet now. What the fuck? I know it's cool. And it's like, I'm also just like, whoa. But okay, so I haven't felt this like viscerally attracted to someone in like 10 years.
Does it take you a lot to be attracted to someone?
It's just like, I can't explain it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Did you think he was cute before? Like, have you had your eye on him?
I totally thought he was cute. Yeah. But like, I wasn't like immediately like, I need to fuck right away. But I definitely was like, whoa, I like being around him. Like, this feels good.
Oh, so you like his energy.
Yeah.
No, you know what that is? That's like maturity. That's like a woman who's like, I've seen all the dicks. I've been with the hot guys, the famous guys, the rich guys. I want a guy who has good energy.
Yeah. I want someone I can like rest with. This is I'm totally copying Kelly Catrone right now, because I was talking to her on the phone last night and I was like, I like him so much. And she's like, Leah, you just like, you need someone you can rest with and not be TV Leah with, or not be Leah Mob with, or be, you need someone you can have sex with. And I'm like, yeah, I know. But like, we've seriously only been like fucking for like a week. So.
Wait, you're glowing. No, she's literally glowing. Hopefully not pregnant.
I took Plan B, so I'm fine.
We snorted Plan B together. It was great. Wait, so, okay. It's hard also to go from cold turkey to like fucking, and like people don't talk enough.
It's really not. I'm going to tell you right now.
So it was like smooth.
That shit was
like
ready.
You were ready.
Like it was like waterfalls.
Were you shaven?
Like of course. I mean, I have laser hair. Yeah.
She's like, I'm a grown up.
Except like the butthole hair grows back. Even after the laser hair, and
or the top of the butt. How do you even get it?
Some of the like, you just have to like spread and like
yeah.
But
also like if he's that into you, like he's not about to be like, whoa.
Doesn't matter if I have some like ass hair fuzz. I have like to go you better home. Fucking face plant in that shit anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah. So well, I was gonna ask I'm like, do you like ass play? You have a great ass.
Oh my god, thank you. So I'm notoriously have IBS, and like I feel like I'm always bloated / could fart.
Yeah, that's a scary thing.
It's scary.
That's my worst nightmare. Is
I've farted on a guy going down on me before. Like I'm
hold up. I would honestly unalive myself. Wait, tell me. You have to tell me
the
about
hottest British dude. Oh my god, he
I love it.
No, I also like, I'm that bitch who like when I'm trying to orgasm, like sometimes when you push a little.
Yeah, I get it.
And I'm like, something's gonna come out. It could be an orgasm. It could be short. And I'm raw in the bedroom. I'm not gonna be polite. I'm also like a fart. Like I never burp. I don't know how to burp. It only goes out one end.
I don't fart a lot. It's really weird.
It's adorable. My thing is like, look, God can only give you so many things.
It's like,
it's deadly.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I have a beautiful ass. Like it's actually one of my best qualities in life. If you're not going to be attracted to me because sometimes that ass that's so beautiful, that brings you so much joy, has a little fart, grow the fuck up. Yeah. And I don't need you in my life. But yeah, a guy was going down on me.
About that.
And I sometimes going down, I actually don't love it in the beginning. Like I feel like it's so intimate and it's very vulnerable. And I'm like, this dude, I don't even know what my pussy looks like.
This guy?
I did, but it was like early on, a couple months.
Yeah.
And I don't, sometimes like they're not all that good at it.
Well, that's a whole other thing.
So I'm like, do I have to just awkwardly lie here and you're looking up at me and I'm like, I have 17 chins and I'm trying to enjoy this. And he's like doing the alphabet with his tongue and he can't even spell. And then
he doesn't know his ABCs.
I'm like, so he's dumb too. But this guy was so cute. And I was trying so hard. And it was like people pleasing. Like I wanted to come for him. And then I farted.
How loud was it?
It made a sound for sure.
It
wasn't like a gross, but it was like enough that I couldn't cover it up. Like, oh, that was a dog barking, or like,
right. It happened.
That was the ambulance outside. Yeah. It happened. He stopped, and I just start dying laughing. Now, I think we can learn from this. One thing I think that has helped me in my life is it takes so much for me to be embarrassed. And it's not because I'm like, oh, nothing embarrasses me. I'm just always doing embarrassing shit. That's my baseline. So I'm not afraid of looking cringe. Yeah. I'm not afraid of looking stupid. That's just me. I'm not out here trying to act like I mean,
same at this point with me. Like, once you're like on a fucking reality show, like you can't like hide anymore. Like, you're gonna be out there looking crazy.
You're
sometimes.
so right. I'm not trying to be perfect in any capacity.
Yeah.
So I farted, and then we started dying laughing.
He started laughing too.
He was laughing, but he also was like, you tell he was shook to the core.
He was shook.
Like, I don't.
Did it smell?
I don't think it smelled,
Okay,
but like
good.
we were definitely done with whatever we were doing. Like, we couldn't
wasn't like, let me continue.
He wasn't like, don't worry about it, babe. Like, we stopped, and in my head I was like, this is gonna be so good on stage one day.
Oh my God, I love it.
Use it for the story.
Yep.
When something embarrassing happens, be like, my friend or a podcast, it's gonna be amazing. But we laughed about it, and I don't think he could get a boner for like 2 months, but I think it bonded us in a way. Wow. He's a great guy, really great guy.
So you're still in touch with him?
I actually every now and then he hits me up. He ended up moving. Cute. That was the only reason. Also,
so you continued to date after this?
Oh yeah, like I feel like he was even more into it after.
Wow, guys want you to fart on them.
Yes, it's a new thing.
Girls fart all the time. Wow. Yeah, I'm really weird about like all that stuff.
Pooping and stuff.
All that. Like, I just can't. Like,
I think pooping is empowering.
I don't. This was years ago, but when I went on a like trip to Miami with like a guy I was seeing, I got a colonic beforehand so I wouldn't shit the whole trip, which actually it's not how it works, but I ended up shitting. I mean, but then I would like go in the hotel lobby or the Starbucks when we were in Starbucks. It's like, I can't like, it's fucking, no.
See,
like, what do
we want equality?
I don't actually.
See, I'm about equal opportunity and shit. And if I'm like,
well, how equal though? Like, you want to split the dinner bill?
Yeah. I mean, not split not in the beginning, but like, I spoil my man now. I'm like, give him a little allowance, let him go have fun. He's playing golf right now in the Hamptons. I'm doing my thing. Yeah. Like, I live I love that. I like being independent.
Yeah.
And I want to spoil him, and he spoils me.
Oh, that's so cute.
But like, I'm never dependent on him, and he's not dependent on me also. Like, I'm not like, with some guy who's taking advantage of me.
Are your bank accounts joint?
Oh my God. So great question. I've never talked about this.
Well, let's spill it.
It was the kind of thing where at one point, there's bills. And he's like, so who's gonna like?
Yeah, get this.
What are we doing? Because also right now, like his career was in Ireland. Like he's like the Jerry Seinfeld of Ireland. Like it's a small country.
Have you been there with him?
Yeah, like twice.
That's so
cool. But here, it's like a different story where he's more just like he's one of the top New York City comedians, but he's not like making big TV show money like he did in Ireland.
Wow.
So he's almost kind of sacrificing a little bit for me to have my career.
Yeah.
Which. I mean, we love that. But we basically created, I have my money, he has his money, but we have a joint account that will put money in for our communal bills. Because there's something I'm like, I don't know, I want my shit to feel like.
Smart. Did you sign a prenup?
My shit. No.
Huh.
We didn't.
Brave.
I know. Honestly, he's old. Like, he's not going to last that long.
Yeah.
So.
Totally.
He's 47.
Right.
And he has like property and shit.
Oh, good. You'll get that.
So
you'll be inheriting that.
I'll be fine. Yeah, like it was pretty like we came in.
Can't wait for that.
I mean, time is ticking every day.
Time's ticking. 47.
And like you tripped on the golf course. Oh no! How bad was it?
Yeah. Did you break your neck?
Actually, one of my favorite stories is when we first got engaged. Us Weekly reached out because we're D-list celebrities, and they were like. The first thing they say is they were like, what's it like being with a man who's 45? Stop. So I leaned in and I was like, I am afraid every day that he's going to die. But like, I was kind of fucking with her, but like, we're having fun. Like, and then the rest of the interview was light and laughter. Like, they wanted to talk, and like, they made it such a big deal that I'm not a fucking spring chicken. I'm 31. I've seen some shit.
What? Wait, hold on. How old is he? 47?
He's 47. I'm 31. We have 15 years.
Okay, that's a decent
I just think
age.
If you're above 26, like my brain's fully formed, I'm financially independent. There's not like a weird power dynamic. I want an older man who's confident and is cool with me being successful. Because some of these younger dudes.
Okay, so this guy that I'm boning is 6 years younger than me, 5 years younger than me. I definitely make more money than him, but I don't care. Like, I've dated the fucking. First of all, I've dated like finance guys, it's just not working.
They also don't.
It doesn't
like
work.
what they do.
100%.
So they're miserable and they just want money, and you're like, but I'd rather be with someone who's happy.
Completely. And they're looking at me like, oh, you don't even have to. They don't understand my like creativity or like the brand or what I've done.
You need someone to respect you.
And also the other thing I've realized is like I have not. My long-term relationships have always been with guys from New York. There's something.
See, I love a New York man. Yeah, he's from Queens, my man, originally.
Yeah. See, there's something about growing up in New York that we just.
It feels like home.
Exactly, it does. And they get the same references. It's like, the same restaurant. I can't explain it. Like, also, I was also thinking about this.
You know about bodegas.
Yeah, exactly. Also, I was thinking about this. So this guy I dated back in August and September was a finance guy, and he really nice dude, not like a finance douche, a nice Southern guy, like, very, very handsome.
Southern guys are.
He wanted to do too many activities.
Oh, no.
I don't like activities.
Oh, no.
Right? Do you know what I mean? Like,
no.
Like, going out to eat, cool.
You have to have a similar social battery.
Exactly.
Like, do enough that we don't feel like we're rotting in bed.
God, right.
But like, what's better than doing activity? Coming home and being like, we're away from people.
Exactly.
We can just like do nothing.
He wanted to do so much. Like,
maybe he was trying to impress you.
Bike ride in the Central Park and then go to Equinox together and have him do this and that and then go. I mean, we did.
That's the hardest part about dating is pretending you have hobbies.
I'm like, dude, first of all, I like working out alone. I don't want to work out with the guy I'm seeing. That's because I don't have hobbies, actually.
No. When you were like, oh, you live in New York City? What do you do for fun? I'm like, live in New York.
Like, watch TV?
Be myself.
Go to the Odeon?
Go on the subway? I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
This Us Weekly article comes out, and the title is, Hannah Berner afraid fiance is going to die.
It is not. You're lying.
I swear to God. And he texts me and he goes, prenup alert, question mark.
Beautiful.
And we just start dying laughing. But that's how I just want people to know, like, when you start dating in the public eye, like, they just take a story, whatever they want.
Yeah, that's why I'll be keeping this very private.
But I like that you're talking to this younger guy. But why him versus, like, all the hot dudes in New York City?
I don't know.
Was he assertive?
No, I had to, like, let him know that I was interested. He didn't know.
Men don't know anything.
But he's assertive now.
Yeah, you gave him
I gave him okay. Like, he gets it.
What was your move?
I just, like, we were sitting next to each other.
Hair often?
No, we were sitting next to each other and he had his phone out and I was like, oh, put my number in your phone. That was like my little, like, put my number in your phone. And then he like texted me a bunch of stuff that we were like talking about that was like whatever.
And you're like, we're married.
Yeah, we're soulmates. Thank you. And then I sent him some pictures of my dogs, which he wasn't really responsive to because he didn't understand that was me just trying
your
to
love language.
That was my love language. Exactly.
Look, my dog's sitting. Look, my dog's standing.
Look how cute my dog is. Here she is in bed. Here she's on the couch. Well, only one of my dogs is cute. One's ugly, so I only send pictures of the cute one. But
is one of them like ugly hot?
No, like Angel's very anxious and like has like a weird like
she's
snarl.
A Chihuahua.
They're both Chihuahuas.
I love Chihuahuas.
Yeah, no, and Ruby, like Angel's very anxious and like neurotic, and then Ruby's just like like a psycho whore kind of. And like really hot, and Angel's like a little underbite, and like her tongue sticks out. No, she's actually so cute.
She's like ugly cute.
She's ugly cute. Yeah, and Ruby's just like beautiful.
And do they get along?
Not really. No, they do, except, and like, this is the craziest thing. And like, when they sleep in bed with me, but they get psycho. And anyone that has Chihuahuas knows what I'm talking about. They love sleeping under the covers. One sleeps here, one sleeps back here. But if one of them gets up and walks close to where the other one is, it's like, ah! Like at 5 a.m, I had to rip them apart.
Like territorial.
Yes. I had to like put Ruby on the floor and this, and Kiera was like, ah! Like, cause she sleeps in bed with me. I mean, even though, why am I paying for a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom? It's killing me.
And you're all
it's killing me. Like today, I'm like, I need a shower. She's like, I'm pooping. I'm like, go. And she goes, take a shower in my bathroom. No, I like my bathroom. It has the double vanity. It's the master bathroom.
Is she dating too? Because that's hilarious.
She's not. No, she's not dating. She's smooching probably. I don't even think she's smooching. I don't know. That's something Tinsley would say. Smooching.
Wait, so did you?
She's not fucking. That's for sure.
Did she? Well, be safe. Plan B. Did you go to dinner first
with him?
Yeah.
Oh my God. So we were supposed to go to dinner. Our first date was supposed to be like a movie, actually, right? And then instead it ended up being by accident. It's a really long story. I ended up going to this like meeting where he was not even like, I just like was having like a day where I was like crying hysterically over a bunch of stuff and needed to get tears out. And it was so embarrassing because I go to this meeting, I sit in the back row and I start crying because I'm dealing with my mother wounds.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I just start sobbing and I'm like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. Like I'm sobbing, like people are coming and bringing me tissues. Like it's one of those things where I'm like, this is like, and he's here. Like, this is like, I don't want him to see this. This is like so much, you know? Like I was like, oh my God, there's like 2 minutes left. I'm like, I need to share. I need to like raise my hand and share. And I can't even be like, I'm with Leah. Like, it's like so embarrassing. Like, I don't want to look like this in front of him, but I'm like, also like, fuck it. This is like my space where I need to do this, you know? And so I, you know, did my thing and I was supposed to go to a birthday dinner. I was like, I don't think I can go because my eyes were like bloodshot. And he was like, okay, let's go eat instead. So we ended up like having our first date the day before.
What do I do? I'm just so sad.
I need someone to comfort me and make me feel better and go down on me and heal my mother wound. And but we didn't have sex. I wouldn't have sex. And I was like pretending to not be slutty or something.
How do you as an adult not have sex when you're hooking up?
We did everything else. And I just kept being like, nope. And then the next day I fucked him anyway. So it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, that's I had sex with my husband the second time.
You know, I just had been crying. I don't want to have sex.
But sex and crying is very close.
No, it is. And
why do I want to cry after sex all the time?
Oh my God. So the Southern guy, for some reason, I would cry every time after we had sex. And it wasn't because I was in love with him.
No, it's not
at all.
It's not a romantic cry. It's more just like being a woman.
Something.
You just feel
like, I'm like, you just penetrated me. Jesus Christ. You just penetrated me deeply. There's a little girl inside of all of us that's just like, oh, I'm bad. I'm not supposed to be doing this.
I do the same thing with my husband, though.
I feel weird after I masturbate sometimes, so.
I'm like, I don't know her. Like, that was her.
She was not just watching that weird shit on Pornhub. Gangbang cream pie? Who's that girl? Not me.
My first date with Des, we just like talked and it was during COVID. So like,
damn, you guys got married quick.
Oh, we got married. We moved in 2 months.
Oh, I love that.
But what happened is similar to your story with your future husband. We met, we went on a couple dates, and then I had to go film Summer House where they locked us in a house. And this was like an insane 2 months where like we weren't allowed to leave.
Sounds like torture.
So I was like,
sounds illegal.
I was obviously, you know, breaking down emotionally, and I was getting all this shit. So at night I would call him and tell him like everything that happened during the day, and crying, and it made me think like he met me during a time where like you're getting manipulated, you're getting the most intense emotional experience of your life while locked in a house. Like I used
during
to be able to
COVID.
film,
also, you're dealing with a pandemic.
During with like BLM was going on. Like I was so fucking sensitive. And then before, when we'd film, we'd just have the weekend, and then I'd go home, lock myself in my bedroom, shut the light, call my mom, talk it out, and I'd be like fully clear-minded. So my husband fell in love with me when I was calling him every night and crying. And like that was not me, but like it was me.
That was a part of you. So like something you went through.
He
saw you at your lowest.
At my lowest kind of thing. Like I haven't fought with a friend since Summer House. So like he went with me during a time that was full of so much drama.
It's not like we fight in real life with friends.
Like it's not a thing I do.
Right, exactly.
But to any girlies listening, like don't be afraid. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And sometimes like showing him you're ugly, farting in his face, crying at an AA meeting is what shows him that X factor of who you are.
And being emotionally manipulated for entertainment.
But I always say, people don't try to be the cool girl. No. Don't try to be the girl that's so strong. No. Show him who you really are. And the guys will not be into it. And that's good. Yeah. You're not going to waste 8 months with a fake dude being fake with him. Because New York, there's so many hot people that I could get along with for 6 months.
Right.
I could pretend that I'm like a type of way for 6 months.
You know, it's really interesting. And I do kind of like, I do credit actually being on the show with this, but and maybe it's because I got to watch myself on TV, or maybe because I got to go through such emotional turmoil from being on the show in some way that I had to face myself in a way that I hadn't before. But I'm like, I'm done putting on masks for people. I'm fucking done. Like, I'm done. I'm done with the fucking persona. Like, I'm done with, like, you know, I'm just done.
Yep.
Like, I'm done with all of it. And not even like persona. It's like, you know, even like Married to the Mob, like when I started it and when I was 22 years old, you know, it was so like tough girl and this and that. And like at the time when I was drinking and when I was like that. It was kind of tough. Of course, inside, deep down, I was actually just really broken and wanted a hug, like, you know, but that was armor I was wearing, you know, and I'm 40 now. Like the armor's been coming off and now it's like really off.
I do feel like you never cared what people thought, but you did care about like what you felt about yourself.
Yes.
Like you were more scared of like your own voice that you've been like working on.
I'm my own worst enemy.
Yes.
Like they say, pray for your enemies. Dude, I'm praying for myself. I'm my own worst enemy. That's why it's like, you know, and I was telling you this before, the beautiful thing about like where I'm at right now is nothing that is written about me online, any comments that I see on anything, they do not affect me. And I can say that fully because they used to. Oh my God. Like I was like heartbroken, devastated. Yeah. I would question myself. I would be like just emotionally cutting, like reading negative things. I don't care. I
had trouble with when something would happen and then they'd show it in a different way. And when then people would not like me because of like them not showing something I was responding to.
Exactly.
I could not wrap my head around it.
That's hard.
Because you feel assaulted.
Yes.
You feel dirty.
Yes.
They took you.
Demoralized.
They made you look like you were crazy when it didn't actually happen. And then you have to sit there and watch the whole internet tell you you're a fucking lunatic when you didn't even do it. So that's where I had to go to therapy because I was like, I felt like I was assaulted and thrown onto a curb.
You were.
And then you want to convince everyone. You want to fight it and be like, no, that's not me. That's not what happened, but you legally can't. So how would you cope with that when someone would see something that wasn't
which happened multiple times, you know? And now it's just like, you know, I think one day I'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But like for now, it just doesn't even matter.
I also know that like, despite like people forcing things or trying to make things look a type of way, the people who want to see you bad will see you bad.
It doesn't exactly.
The people who want to see you and give you, they like have always been cool with me.
Yes.
And that's why, again, like I think I got so driven to post on TikTok because I had this thing. I care more what people think than you do. I think I have very people pleaser side of me. I have this fear that I want everyone to think that like they had the best experience with me and that, you know, I made them have a good time. Like I want everyone to have a good time. And I'm like the fun, happy girl that I want everyone to want to hang out with.
I want to hang out with you and I do always have a great time with you. So I just want to let you know that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But it's the kind of thing where like, I knew that about you when I met you, like that we would hit it off and I could be myself.
Yeah.
And that's how I am in person. But when it's online and stuff, you can't be like that with every single user 2276.
Oh my God. I'm also just like, you are a bunch of strangers. I don't know you. Like well,
it's mental illness. If you really think about it.
I think so too. Cause I'm like, it's very strange to be like leaving multiple comments, leaving comments in general that are so negative, like that are just, it's weird. I've just never done it. I don't know. It's strange.
It's the biggest projection like in our society right now is people watching TV shows and then like bullying the people on the show.
It's so bizarre.
Based on what they saw. And the fact that you've gotten to that point where the comments don't affect you is so powerful. I'm at that point with my comedy where like, I think because of reality TV, if people say anything bad about like what I'm wearing in my comedy, I'm like, this is so fucking easy compared to what I dealt with reality TV. Because if you watch my comedy and you go, hey, it wasn't for me, amazing. That is totally
I've seen
cool.
the number of views you're getting. I think a lot of people are liking it.
When people say I'm like a crazy person or I'm a mean person,
they're gonna say
that
shit.
Is like that would get to me so bad.
Yes. Oh my,
Because all I care about is like kindness and like justice and like defending myself and like helping women. So like when that was getting skewed, I'm like, this is really bad.
Yeah.
But then obviously like me and you, we're not perfect people. And I want to lean into like, dislike me for at least me.
The reality of who I actually am.
I'm totally cool with that too. I am so fucking cool with people like, Hannah, you know, she's not my kind of person, but whatever.
Yep.
That's fine.
That's how I feel.
As long as I'm being true to myself. And I felt like being on a show was a great
It's hard to be true to yourself you can't be true to yourself on those shows.
Let's be honest, I love performing.
Yeah,
but I want to people please and I want everyone to be happy. So when they're threatening you, like, we need the show to get picked up, there's nothing going on this weekend, whatever.
God, I know. Everything's boring. Like, do something.
I'm your little puppet, like whatever you want, as long as I'm not hurting anyone.
Yeah.
But it is easy to make people look crazy.
It really is.
When your job is to react.
Exactly.
But yeah, once you stop caring what people are going to think, that's where you get powerful.
Oh my God, it feels so good. And it really just kind of
How do you think you got there?
I don't know. It really just shifted like maybe this month, because I think I had a lot of anticipation about like the show coming out, and it didn't feel good. I was just like, I can't believe this is happening again. Like, I can't believe like I did this again. You know what I mean? Like, and now I'm just like, I don't actually, this is
You're not giving power to it.
Yeah, I'm just really not.
Yeah, because when we first started, Summer House was so fun, and we'd have viewing parties, we'd watch it together. It was so great. Aww. And like no one was getting like vilified, and no one was trying to take each other down. Right. It was like very innocent in the beginning and very fun.
What year was that?
It was like 2019.
Okay.
And it was the third season of the show. It was so much fun and so light. But then when it starts getting dark and you realize, oh wait, it's not what it was. And I don't have to, I know a lot of housewives that don't watch the show.
I haven't watched one episode of Girl Trip.
They don't watch it. And I was like, wait, you cannot watch it? And they're like, yeah, that's how I've done it for 15 years.
Right, exactly.
And once you realize that you get to frame your perspective on life and you get to choose what to attach to.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because I thought before that I had to listen to everyone and I had to...
You had to be fully immersed
and make sure everyone's okay and respond to everything.
Some housewives do that.
I don't know how
they do it, but they do it. And it's
I don't know
fucking
how.
batshit.
Once you decide that you don't have to listen to things, or you don't have to read certain things, and you don't have to watch certain things, and you could just exist, and you don't have to watch the car crash.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to watch the train wreck.
And I think people who aren't on reality TV can learn that too. Like, you can decide what you put your energy to. Bad shit happens to everyone. You decide how you react to it. Period.
Mic drop. You're a guru.
Brene Brown, what's up? Gabby Bernstein, let's fucking go.
Oh my God, I love it.
If Gabby Bernstein was a hoe.
Are you reading any good books?
Oh my God. So I have an addiction. What a mature question. I have an addiction to buying books.
Oh my God.
I love seeing like a cool book. I do a lot of mental health books. I do I like comedy books. I like female like autobiography books. I don't read them.
Yeah.
I'll buy a book right now.
I relate.
I feel like I hold it. That's fun. I'm like, if I ever was a reader, I would love to get to the point where I go to bed at night, I take a book and I start reading it.
Oh my God, you need a book deal.
I don't know if I have my story
Start
yet.
thinking about it.
I definitely will eventually, but like...
Yeah, but it's like a funny book.
I know. I'm kind of like, I'm focusing on a comedy special first.
All right. But I'm just putting the book thing out there because great.
And by the way, congrats so much on your book.
Thank you. I'm working on my second one.
You are?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. It's fiction. It's a novel.
Oh my God.
This way you don't know what's real and what's not real. Did that happen? Did that not happen?
I love it.
Yeah.
So anyway, you were trying to change the subject.
Yeah.
How did he get you home? I'm living vicariously through you and your hookup.
Wait, hold on. You're living. Wait, how did he take me home? I took him home.
So you were just like, can I show you my dog?
Yeah. I think I was like. Yeah, so it was after the crying, yeah, and then and then eating, and then we're like walking around. I was like, I think I was like, oh, my daughter's sleeping at her friend's house tonight. Like, do you want to come over? And he said, yeah, obviously, and that's how I took him home.
I'm so proud of you.
Thanks. I still got it.
Yeah.
I still got it.
So, like, what are we doing? Are we texting? Are we on the phone with him?
Yeah, both. Yeah.
Oh.
I know. Wait, do you want to see a picture? I'll show you him. Yeah.
This is great for audio.
Sorry, but don't say anything.
Is he your typical type?
I don't know. What do you think?
Oh my God. He's so New York.
I know.
He's so New York, and I'm obsessed with it, and he's cute. He looks big.
He's 6'1".
Yeah.
Which is a good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Good.
Do you want a double date?
Oh my God, totally.
Because my man's a Mets fan.
Oh, really?
Obsessed with the Mets. That's all he wants to talk about.
That's so funny.
All he wants to do.
But don't you think I look kind of like, okay, don't you think I look like way older than him though?
No.
Are you sure?
No, that's so in your head. Okay. I mean, he
has a baby face.
He does have a baby face, but like, I love it.
Same. I like want to sit on it. Okay, I need to stop. We need to edit that out. I'm horny. I don't know.
Do not edit that out. I swear to God, do not edit that out.
It's like springtime.
Yes.
I haven't had a crush in like 10 years. Like pita chip doesn't count.
I was about to say like crushes.
The way I sucked his dick. I'm sorry.
Like you've never.
Like I've never sucked one. Like I sucked
Division
the soul
1.
out
Like
of
you
it.
performed the shit out of
Gold
it.
medal.
Gluck Gluck 9000.
What's that? A tennis
I don't
thing?
know. It's like a color
it was
daddy
really
thing.
Quite like pornographic.
It hit your rib cage.
It was like sloppy, like lots of eye contact.
Well,
like I can't even like I don't know.
It's like an athlete. Like this is the beginning of your season. You're fresh.
I'm not tired yet.
Your jaw is not tired. You have no injuries. You are hydrated. You've been on a break.
Exactly.
It's her comeback tour.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm obsessed with this for you. Oh yeah, crushes. That's so like as a married chuggy bitch.
Chuggy.
I loved getting crushes. I loved it so much that I would make it up in my head. I didn't even care if he was like good enough.
Yeah.
I would make a man in my head to just. I like to wake up.
God, me too.
I want hope.
But I'm not. This is a real crush. But I do the fake ones too.
I love waking up in the morning and having a crush. Like gives you a purpose.
Yeah.
And I do miss like the first kiss type moment where you're like, what's it gonna be? Like that is so exciting.
I know, like how's he, what kind of kisser is he?
I mean, I did kind of hate that though, because occasionally you're like, okay, this is not.
Yeah,
and like, you know, like how he smells.
I haven't been like disappointed. Like he smells good and tastes good and everything
you've like tested him. Like you've seen him from afar for a while.
Yeah, that's true too.
You've sniffed him a little.
Yeah, totally.
You sat next to him and you were like, that'll work. Yeah, I like that.
Well, because the pheromone shit is so real. I mean, when I was pregnant, I remember like, this is so weird, but when I was like in labor, actually, like early labor, like I remember Rob smelled so bad to me. I mean, the writing was on the wall, clearly. I was like, get away from me.
No, that's so real.
I was like on a birthing ball, like, get away, you smell horrible. And he's never smelled bad before, but it was like something with my hormones was like.
Where a guy with like bad breath, if you're into him, you're like, I love your fucking dirty breath.
No. What? Nah. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You like the breath
morning,
more than
like morning breath. Like I can't deal with like bad breath.
No, not morning breath.
Morning breath. Oh yeah,
that's what I mean.
Totally.
Like if it was someone who was ugly, you'd be like, go brush your teeth. But when it's him, you're like, oh, we're so raw.
Yeah, like drink your
or like
spit.
their BO you're into.
But I'm really crazy about like breath. Like
I do have to say though, I heard that. Like what you're talking about with pregnancy, I heard if you get off birth control that you could be attracted to different men.
Well, I need to get on it, but
I just got off it.
Ooh.
Not that I'm trying to get pregnant.
Then why'd you go off of it?
I just was over it.
What does it do? I mean, no, I know what it does.
No, I guess it like prevents you from having kids.
Yeah,
but
it
like,
does do that.
I was at the point where I'm like,
did it make you feel horrible? Do you feel better off of it? Like what's going on?
I forgot it all the time.
Oh, okay. So.
I forgot it, and then like. I got off it and it was very emotional. Like I was like crying over everything.
Oh my God, I know the fucking, because it's hormones.
The hormones were crazy. I was crying over like insane things.
Like what? What was the craziest
thing?
Like
I saw like, there was like iced tea and I started crying because my grandpa who passed away loved iced tea.
Oh, that's.
And then my husband was like, why are you crying? I was like, my grandpa loved iced tea. And he goes, well, both my parents are dead, so like suck it up. And I was like, okay, thank you. Made me feel good. But yeah, just. I cried because I met this older man who looked like my grandpa, and he said something really nice to me, and I got home to my hotel room and just sobbed for like an hour because I was like, I love my grandpa. But anyway, shout out to grandpas
and grandmas. That makes sense though. It just made you more emotional.
Thanks for justifying. But anyway, I hope I'm so attracted to my husband. Didn't think that one through.
Go right back on it then. I'm not gonna ask you about your sex life. That's weird. You're like married.
Yes, you can.
Or do you mind?
No, not at all.
Because you guys haven't been together for that long.
We are about to hit 3 years total.
Oh my God, that's like nothing.
We're like, I barely know the man. he's like the best sex I've ever had. And not like in a like, oh, it's the freakiest, craziest shit.
Right,
but I never was that girl that was like, hit me with a brick, you know?
No, same. I just like, that's what I was like telling, who was I saying this to Kat Marnell? I'm like, I just like normal, like, yeah, a little hair pull,
I
a little
do not
whatever.
want
but
pain
nothing,
and sex to mix. And I have friends who like love it. Like they want to be strangled. They want to be thrown around. The second a guy's, I'm like, who the fuck do you think you are? Like I am mother. You respect the fuck out of my body.
I will fart in your face.
I will fart in your face if you try fast one on me. I've always ended up being with like vanilla type dudes, but Des is just like, it's almost like his dick was made for me. And it just hits the right spot. And like, no, this is so lame, but I like literally am obsessed with him.
God, this is so sweet.
No, I literally am. And like,
and he's obsessed with you.
It's crazy. But marriage is weird because every now and then you're like, do you still like me, or are we just like contractually obligated to be here?
Right.
But that's what makes it fun. You're like, who has a bigger crush on who today?
What kind of stuff do you guys do to like whatever? But you don't need to keep things like.
No, that's a good question.
But you're still so.
The thing with us is we travel so much,
so you miss each other.
We're really good at
Do you like cyber sex?
So okay, we used to every single night at Summer House. Like I would like go into the covers and we'd be like, oh yeah, like whatever.
Everything.
And he's like not even a FaceTime kind of guy. Like now he's like, I don't FaceTime. And I'm like, babe, we used to do it all the time. He's like, we're married now. He's like joking, but I'm like, oh, okay. We're really good at just like talking on the phone. Like when we're not apart, we almost talk more when we're apart. Like I'll talk to him like 8 times a day, just like bullshitting on the phone.
Yeah.
I feel like
he's your best friend.
Conversation is so important.
So fucking important.
Dating is literally like, my parents are still together and I'll see them just like talking in the morning. I'm like, what the fuck are they possibly talking about? They've been together for over 30 years.
Yeah.
But that's what a relationship is.
Yeah.
Is a conversation that will just keep going. And it doesn't have to be all the time. Like Des and I will spend a whole day not saying a word to each other, just watching TV. He goes in another room, takes a nap. Like, I mean, I have another apartment next door. Like if I want to, I go in the other apartment. Like we're very independent.
Love that.
But like, and I'm not trying to be like, oh, my relationship is so perfect, but like I found someone that I really respect emotionally and I'm attracted to, and he's very caring and kind and supportive, and that's what I wanted, and now I can be myself and do me.
God, that's beautiful.
But I don't like wake up in the morning, I'm like, thank God I'm in a relationship. Like,
right.
It's nice.
Yeah.
That it's more like I have a teammate now. But I'm still me. I'm doing me. Now I just have a really cool support system.
That's dope.
But like, you're not in the place where like every time we're together, we're like, we need to go fuck.
Right.
But people don't talk enough about how that's normal. That like the love is going to evolve. Like enjoy the like dopamine high you're getting right now.
I know. It's like crazy.
But then the love doesn't mean like it's less. It means, oh no, I have this comfort now. I have this safety. I have this person who understands me as a whole. And that's some like deep shit.
Yeah.
That's like
we'll
beautiful.
see where this goes, but like it's fun. Just
no pressure.
No pressure. Just soulmate shit. I know, like what?
But
like
it's
I'm
funny
like,
that you are going for the younger guy and I'm going for the older dude.
Well, I mean, because I did the older dude. I've done the older dude thing, and also I'd be down for the old. It's just about the person, right?
Des just does have a single brother who's like 6'5" and really handsome, and he's sober.
Oh, really?
He's in the program.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder if I know him.
You fucked him before?
I mean,
he's Irish.
What? Like, where does he live? He lives in New York?
Yeah.
Dude, I probably know him. Let me see a photo now.
Oh, wait, my phone's charging. I'll show you after. I think we should go on a double date just for fun.
With the brother or with my guy?
Me, my husband, his brother,
I guess before me and this guy become boyfriend, girlfriend, I can do that.
Yes.
I
love how you're already like...
I'm such a whore. No, even though today I was like, I feel like I might be love bombing him, but I'm not trying to do it. But I'm not.
You're like, am I gaslighting
I'm not doing it in an emotionally abusive way. I just get like, I'm just like leaning in and intense. And
but
like,
is he reciprocating?
In what way?
Like when you're like, you're so hot, or like I'm so into you.
Yeah, totally. Like
because if that's just you guys vibing,
that's true.
If you're like out of nowhere, just like you are the right person for me, I love you, you're perfect.
Yeah, no,
that's love bombing.
Yeah, I'm not saying
like
that.
Whenever a guy first date tells me like he likes me, I'm like, you're a fuck boy. You don't know me.
Right, exactly.
Like when they're too like into planning the future, like first date, I hate that shit.
So annoying.
It's like read off of
whack.
A script again.
Right.
You said this to the girl 2 seconds ago.
Totally.
In the bathroom you met. Don't get me started. But I think it would be fun to go on a double date because you're single. You don't know what's going to happen.
I mean, I am, I guess. No, I am, obviously. Like, I don't know. I haven't, like, I definitely am single. Even though today I was like, I'm talking too much about this.
You told him your ring size?
I was like, yeah. I'm like, my lease is up in, what?
Do you know his birth date?
Yeah, of course.
Did you do his chart?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but I didn't.
Did you send it?
I don't know. I didn't.
Did you send it to your astrologer?
Hold on. I don't know the time.
Are the stars aligned?
I didn't.
Okay, get this time.
But he's an Aries. And I'm a Virgo, and that's not amazing.
Well, it depends on the sun and
the moon and the rising.
Did you know that I'm like tons of Virgo in my chart?
That makes sense.
Like tons of Virgo.
And you're an actual,
I'm a Leo sun,
right.
Virgo moon, apparently a shit ton of Virgo, and then Scorpio rising.
Oh, wow. I'm a Sag moon and a Libra rising.
Wait, no, we should get married.
We're getting married.
Because Sag and Sag, Vag, whatever, and
Sag-AFTRA
and Libra and Leo, it's like perfection.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I can see you being a lot of Virgo. That makes sense.
I guess it's like my like workaholic side.
Totally.
Because I'm not organized.
Me neither. Well,
I'm organized but messy.
Yes.
Like my email is at 0. My room is.
Yeah, same. Even though, today I try to keep the apartment straightened up, but I'm not great at it. And I also have
now
a
that
very
you're
messy.
fucking, you're gonna keep it nice.
Yeah, I know. Well, the first date that he came over, I was like, "Oh, my bed's not made," and and I'm like, "Oh, he's gonna see like just who I am." Like he's like, "I don't care."
How did the dogs respond to him?
Oh, they really loved him.
Really?
They were like at the door when he left. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Okay, dogs.
I'm like, "You just met that guy for 3 hours, and you're like,
sluts."
They are, especially mine.
Like, you don't know him. They will leave you in a second.
Okay, was it too much today to say
that you're in love?
No, I didn't say that. I was like, I'm not going to tell you not to fuck other people, obviously. It's way too soon.
I'm not telling.
But it's too because it's too soon. But like you have to like use protection, obviously, with other people. So I'm
You're
not using
such a mom.
condoms. What?
No one uses them.
I never.
No one
people
uses
use condoms. No one's using condoms.
Whatever. YOLO.
But no, I guess it's true. Like if you're putting yourself out there with like a dude in New York City, you don't know where he's been, where he's sticking his dick into.
Exactly. So I'm like, and then he's like, I'm not though. Like I'd let you know. I'm like, no, you don't need to let me know.
Yeah, don't.
Like, don't tell me that.
No,
I don't need to know that.
If you're gonna ghost me, just ghost. Don't.
Yeah, or
explain.
if you're gonna like fuck other people, don't tell me.
Yeah.
You don't need to do that.
Yeah.
You don't need to be that honest with me.
Or he just has to wear condoms with other people.
That's what I said.
Oh, so you're like, when you fuck other people, wear condoms
That's
if you want to.
what I said. Yeah, because I'm not like gonna be like, you're not fucking
You're like,
anyone
look, life
but
is
me.
short. I'm not doing condoms.
But make sure these other bitches are.
It's that interesting beforehand stage where it's like messy and you don't know him enough to lock him down.
Yeah.
But like,
I don't want that pressure.
You want to get to know him physically and emotionally.
Exactly.
Wow.
So what do you do?
Honestly, I feel like when a dude really likes someone, it's like he gets that focus where it's like, I just want to get to know her. I'm obsessed with her.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like, I don't know. We have a guy in the room. What do you think?
In regards to what?
Typical man answer.
They're not listening, so it doesn't matter.
I was thinking about condoms for a second, and then I was like,
he got really distracted.
You've been married for like 20 years. You haven't had to think about condoms
when
in a
you're
while.
first into a girl, like, are you thinking about fucking other people, or do you at least give them that time in the beginning to be obsessed with them?
no. Yeah, when you're first into a girl, you're not thinking about.
Yeah, but some girl could call him up and be like, I'm down the street. Like, I want to fuck. And like, what, like, I get it. Like, whatever. I'm not going to.
To be completely honest, you're not thinking about it in the early stages, but if the offer is there, a guy will take it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like,
Do you think all men cheat?
Yes.
No. You're saying you've cheated.
I'm saying that in my marriage, I don't question her. I say make adult decisions, and that's it.
Whoa.
As in, you're saying she probably cheated, but you don't want to know.
Yeah, my wife is extremely beautiful, way prettier than I deserve.
So basically, like, I want to stay with you, just don't tell me.
Yeah. We've been married 20 years. I'm dying with this person. I married her within 30 days of together. So
so you're like, I
didn't sign a
locked it
prenup,
up.
so we're staying together till death.
He's like, cheat,
Very
but I'm keeping all my money.
I feel like there's two types of people. I feel like people are either cheaters or not cheaters.
Yeah,
I never cheated.
I've cheated.
I'm also like a prude though.
I've cheated, but I was also like I'm evolving into different. I never cheated on Rob, which was my longest relationship, and I was obviously like super in love with Rob. I never cheated. I maybe emotionally like cheated a little, like, but not like crazy, you know, but definitely had like some towards the end of the relationship when, and me and Rob didn't have sex for like a year and I still didn't cheat. But then other boyfriends I did, but they didn't deserve respect. They sucked. So I was like, now you're getting cheated on.
This is my thing. If I feel like women would cheat for different reasons. Like women will have like emotional needs that need to be fulfilled where men, sometimes it's just a nut to them and it really doesn't matter.
Oh, they're so dumb.
But I feel like sometimes that temporary high of like getting a nut, which is so weird to say, but like, you know what I mean? Then the guilt will eat you inside. And it's like, is that temporary high worth this like guilt? Unless if you don't feel guilt, and then that's like another issue.
As time in your marriage goes on, that guilt becomes more prevalent in the early stages.
Or you project it on them.
Say again?
You start projecting on them.
That's true too. Yeah, you start projecting.
Like, you're cheating. You're cheating. It's like you.
Like, where were you? And I'm like, to literally get coffee. I do it every morning. Where do you think I went?
Right.
It's 8 a.m. No, I'm not fucking anyone at 8 a.m.
I don't know. I'm not like, listen, I'm not the best at like romantic relationships, but
if you're gonna do it, the fact that you've been working on your inner self, it only helps.
I have been working on my inner self.
Because people are mirrors. And if you are not like in the right place, you're not going to enjoy like a person seeing you.
Yeah, no, I'm enjoying him. And
it's also great that he's sober.
Yeah, it's cool.
Because you guys can like play checkers.
Yeah. Twister.
I love
Ouija board.
I love it.
That's really what I want to play.
Take him to your psychic. I just think being sober.
I'm actually going to send him to my healer because she's also psychic and clairvoyant, and then she can like.
Oh, I want to go.
He doesn't listen to this because then I'll give you her information.
Can I go?
She's
the one.
This woman, I cannot even explain it. And I'm going to have her on the podcast at some point.
Yeah.
She's the real deal. But she'll be able to really read his energy and tell me what's up.
I just have a question. Is a healer like a doctor that have like patient confidentiality kind of deal? Or she can like report back to you what he said? Like if he goes to your healer, can she say something legally?
She'll probably give her 2 cents.
I don't know what a healer is.
Shut up, Joe. Okay.
It's about
she'll do it in a way that doesn't like, you know, it's nothing that
also, he's not like telling her shit.
He's not telling her anything. It's just she's reading
taking in the energy. She's learning.
She's like, yeah, exactly. She's like reading his mind in a lot of ways.
It's not like he's going in being like, I have herpes, don't tell her.
Exactly. Right. That'd be a totally different story. He better tell me if he does. I know. Oh my God.
Don't
no
tell
condom.
Her.
Let's go.
She's like, my psychic sense are saying wear a condom, bitch. This man is dirty.
Oh my God, I'm peeing my pants.
But I'm happy for you.
Thank you. It's literally had sex once, but
and it was good.
Yeah, well, it was 3 times.
Wow.
And, yeah, I know. Yeah,
these younger men, they go.
I just Googled something for you real quick. So condoms don't protect against herpes, just FYI.
So it's fine.
Just letting you know.
This is an educational pod.
It is. Sex ed. That's how we do it. I don't know. I think it's something also about like, I've isolated myself for the last few years. Like I really have. Like I've been even like dating the guy back in like August and September. I was so out of my comfort zone and he was making me do activities, which I didn't like. No. And I was like, it's not okay.
And you're at the point in your life where like maybe younger you was like, yeah, I love hiking. Or now you're like, I can't pretend.
Not doing that. Right. I've just been super like isolating myself, and it's just like God sent me a cute guy with a big dick, and I'm just like thankful. Thank you, Hashem.
By the way, your story of converting to Judaism definitely reminded me of like Sex in the City.
Yeah.
You know,
Charlotte.
when they kept like shutting the door in her face.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of, I've been trying to dye my hair red. I swear to God, there's a connection. And I went to my hairstylist and I was like, bitch, I want to go red. All the girlies are doing it. That was like a year ago. And she was like, no. And I was like, okay. I asked her again, like 6 months later. And she's like, you're not going to be able to pull it off. Again, I asked her last week, I go, I'm ready to go red. And she was like, okay, this has been a test. And I want to make sure you really wanted it. Because a lot of girls just do it and then they regret it immediately. So she let me go a little bit red.
Wait, no, I was going to say you have red hair. No, your hair looks great.
I honestly wanted to go more red. Like a little more amber, like auburn.
It's awesome.
I think it's the new me.
It's very auburn. I can't imagine you not with this hair. This is your hair now.
Because I feel like I love my brunette, but like I've had the same hair my whole life. and it's very like girl next door, and I feel like I want to have a moment. I want to be a little edgy.
Yeah.
Like I don't have any tattoos. I don't have a tongue ring.
Oh my God, wait. I told you my daughter wants to get her tongue pierced. Yeah. Do you need to do that, Kiki? Really?
Oh, Kiki. She's growing. My mom always said, as long as it's not a tattoo, dye your hair, get a piercing.
I know, but it's going to make her tongue all swollen for like a week, and she's not even supposed to have piercings at school. What if they see it? Like,
she
you
can
know,
trouble.
and the next thing it will be a tattoo. Like, look at me and her dad. Like, of course it's going to be a tattoo.
It's going to be a tattoo. My mom once told me, like, my brother wanted like a jujitsu tattoo when he was like 16 because he like loved jujitsu at the time, and she was like, if I tell him no, it's gonna make it seem cooler to him. So she did this thing where she was like, I'm totally cool with you getting it, let's just wait a little bit. So kind of like the hair lady, like, so you don't put it on this pedestal. It's like when you're like, you can't drink, and then next thing you know, they're getting blackout.
Totally.
So it's like, not that I'm giving you motherly advice,
but it works on my brother. I don't tell my daughter she can't drink. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my mom was very like, that's cool. Yeah. Like, and then it's like, wait, my mom thinks it's cool. It's probably not that cool.
Yeah. Drink. Get your tongue pierced. I'm totally behind this. Yeah. Let's go.
You know what? That sounds cool. Like, let's just wait it out. Make sure it's the right decision.
Well, yeah. I mean, her dad, she's been harassing me and her dad about it. Like, she's like, can you call dad? I'm like, it's 10 o'clock at night. I'm tired. Like, I just dealt with like an emergency, you know, like, what you want me to talk about?
Who's the bad cop? You or Rob?
Oh, Rob. Oh no, I'm the pushover good cop. I want my daughter to be my best friend. I'm not disciplining her. Sorry.
Be the same way. I'm literally gonna be the same way.
Like, no, I'm like, what do you want?
I was the worst babysitter. They'd be like, can we watch this? And I'm like, doesn't that have curse words? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, don't tell your parents. Like, I would do everything so the kids would like me.
Yeah. And listen, it's not the best.
I'd be like, homework is
parenting,
or whatever
advice or skills, but at the same time, me and Kiki, we have a very good relationship, and I do discipline her when I have to.
Yeah.
And she just doesn't make me discipline her often. Yeah. You know, and she's honest with me, and you know, we have a good relationship.
She trusts you. That's awesome.
Yeah. And we were waiting to see her report card to decide about the tongue ring, and you
call one of the teachers. You're like, give her a C.
I know. I'm like, give her a fucking 75 because fuck this. No, but she is like, you know, she's good at some subjects, and some subjects she's like okay in. But she's like, I got a 99 in like global, and you know, she's got like a 90 in English and a 95 in math. But then like chemistry and religion, not so much. But religion, it's fine.
Is she in Catholic school?
Yeah. Wow. And it's like they're like dressed. The nuns are in habits.
I didn't know they still had nuns.
Oh, they do.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you know what? It's good. It's like a good, normal, like
upbringing.
Yeah. Oh God. Someone on the, I don't read my comments. Someone's like, you said an anti-Christian thing that Catholics are crazy. And I'm like, I was probably just saying some Catholics are crazy. Like my mom, like, I don't know. Like I'm not, obviously not anti-Catholic. Like I don't even know what I said or what she's even talking about. Like people also just assume the worst. That's the other thing about this audience and people watching TV shows. No one takes things with a grain of salt.
No
one gives you the benefit of the doubt.
No empathy.
No, they just think the absolute worst ever. It's fucking weird, and it's a reflection of them.
I couldn't read articles of myself because they would like pull a quote, and no matter how I was like, why do I sound like the like worst person in the world?
Right.
Because if you pull
out of context,
this out of context is key.
Yeah.
And context, I love context. It's so important.
We need it.
So when people say they get bad at it, they're not saying, I mean, some things are the back of my head and whatever. But a lot of the time it's like, you didn't see what I was responding to. You didn't see what I was actually smiling at. Right. Context is a beautiful thing.
Like, yeah, I wasn't smiling at the person falling, busting their head open. They just showed it like that. I was smiling at the joke that they said 5 minutes before that.
Exactly.
I wasn't smiling at Ramona shitting on the floor.
But that is
actually
funny.
I was.
That was funny.
It's the best.
Everyone can laugh.
Miss her.
Everyone can laugh. Even she can. Do you know I know her daughter?
Oh, Avery.
Yeah, like
me and her. Yeah, we're cool now. We had our issues during season 12. We went at it. I mean, she was standing up for her mom. I get it.
I think it's awesome that you guys are cool.
We're totally cool. I was actually going to go to her
the
batch boss thing, but I wasn't able to.
I think with these reality TV relationships, there's like people that you're like, yeah, we might have had our beef on reality TV, but like in the big scheme of things, like I'm cool with you.
In big scheme of things, I'm cool with Ramona. Like people are like, sometimes they're like, oh my God, I love how you fucking dress. And I'm like, I don't even didn't even it's TV.
It also was like set up for you guys to,
of course,
you were
we were supposed to be like going
guys leaned in. That was amazing TV.
That's it. She was
but
a great
then there's the
sparring
people who like
partner.
cross the line that actually try to ruin your real life, and then you're like, okay, well now like this is unsafe.
Yeah, exactly. But luckily the women on Roni,
They're professionals.
They're professional. I love each and every one of them, and like I'm forever grateful for them.
Yeah,
totally.
And they really, you guys had a real magic for like a good time. They took you in.
They took me in. They took me in a way.
They really did.
That was beautiful.
I remember, was it with Luann? Like
they
your
liked
first,
me.
your first dinner, or like you met with Luann? That was like your first scene.
Yeah, oh yeah. Wait, when she came to my apartment,
Was
or no?
that, oh wait, that was when she was like,
ew. Oh, you're so humble. You're so poor.
You're so relatable. This is fun. What is this low ceiling? What's it called?
Yeah, she's like, we're sitting and eating off of a coffee table. Yeah, we are.
So we both have mutual friends in Luann who
we love Luann.
is an icon. She was the one that like mentioned to me first about you, where she was like, oh, I'm friends with Leah. We love Leah.
Yeah.
And then I remember being like, oh my God, maybe one day I'll meet Leah.
Oh, we'll hang out with Luann this summer. We'll go on her boat.
Dude, Luann on her boat.
She's
smoking a cig.
yeah, she's amazing.
She's like, everyone
She
is
knows
like,
how to have a good time.
She's the chief. She's
She
the
is.
chief stew. She's the captain.
Yep.
It's the most badass shit I've ever seen.
I know.
She's so cool.
I learned a lot from those women.
Yeah.
Yeah, just about life.
Oh, for sure. They've been through so much stuff. They're so interesting.
They've been through so much. They lived so much life. Like, God
I know
bless
people
these.
talk about-
God bless these reboot girls, because I don't know how they're gonna. How do you fill those shoes, man?
It's difficult. And, you know, reality TV, people are like, oh, they can make anything interesting. But, like,
No.
some of these characters were really fucking special
They
and
could make
iconic.
season 13 interesting.
Not always. They can't always. They cannot always. But I also do think I love hanging out with women who are even just like a little bit older than me.
Yeah,
even when I was
same.
little, like in high school, I loved hanging out with the seniors,
Yep.
like because I just felt like I always learned from them, and they're really comfortable in their own skin, and I love being
Totally.
around that feeling.
Yes.
And I like I want to be like it.
No, like Ramona gave me great, like she told, like when the cameras were down and it was the first weekend in the Hamptons with the tiki torches, whatever, she gave me great advice.
What'd she say?
She's like, this is what you do. You be yourself, but you times it by 100.
She's so cute.
She's like, and that's
Luann-
why I'm the golden goose or something, you know.
Luann gave me good advice too.
What'd she
which
say?
she told me after the fact. I didn't listen to her.
Yeah.
She said, when they make you look a type of way that's not true, don't fight it. Just lean into it and like move on.
Interesting.
And I was like, I don't
That's
think I
very
could do
zen.
that.
Yeah, I don't-
I was
yeah,
like, I don't,
same.
because
I don't
I
know
was
if I
saying
could
like, how
either.
do I do? And she was like, just pretend it really happened.
Wow, that's how she's dealt with it.
Because then people like, they don't like when you
When you
fight
try
it.
to be like, no, that didn't.
Then they're like, you're not holding yourself accountable.
Right,
They
it's
love
like,
that word with
oh
me.
my God.
And I was like, okay.
Also,
but it
they
didn't
don't want to.
happen.
They don't want to think. The audiences want to think that like maybe it's not all real,
Or that they're getting tricked.
Right?
Luann literally was like, the way you do it is you just lean in, you say, yeah, I did that. And she goes, and you own it. But I don't have that in me. I'm
Yeah,
not
no, me
owning that I
neither.
like responded to something in an insane way that wasn't deserved.
Yeah, like I'm not owning that. Like, you know, any of it. I'm not owning any of
I
it.
hope you enjoy the show, but like, I'm not owning that.
I'll like own like something I did, but I'm not
I'll
owning
own
things.
like emotions that I felt, but like I wasn't owning the fact that they were trying to make it look like I was like coming for certain situations
Right,
when I
of course
wasn't.
not. No, we're not doing that.
But that is
That's not who we
the
are.
way you can be on reality
If
TV
you-
as long as Luann
for
means
a
like
long time,
you have
yeah.
to just like lean with things and go with things and be fluid. And
She would also very much so like, you know, if the producers would be like calling her like outside of the show, she'd be like, oh. Like if she saw they were calling me on my phone, we'd be hanging out. She's like, oh, don't pick that up.
no, she has boundaries. I was
Boundaries.
like,
Boundaries are
if they texted
very
me anything,
important.
if they had me send them any wild lines, I was such a good little student. I sent them everything, and it burned me. And like some of my other friends were a little more like, I'm not doing that. But I was like, I don't want to get fired.
Right. Well, it's scary when people are
hilarious what
holding
happened.
your. Well, it's scary when people are holding your edit over your head, your fucking paycheck,
And
your
the
next
wild
season.
lines you send are generic. Like it'll be like, where's Paige? And I'm like, that's just they're just nope, they're gonna use it to make you look like you're
Yeah.
obsessed with someone or
Right.
like
Where's Paige?
But at the time you don't know. You're just sending, you're like, oh, this I was a
Yeah.
producer. I loved comedy producing, and I knew sometimes you need some words to make things make sense.
Yeah. Girl.
We live and we learn.
Girl.
You live and you
I have
fucking
to
learn.
pee so bad. What time is it? Also, oh my God, how much fun is this? Though?
Did you guys go down to Financial District yesterday? Did you go down?
Oh, I was avoiding.
cosplay.
I mean, I lived down there, but I didn't get to pass it.
It's crazy.
You went?
Well, I had to leave here and go home,
Oh,
so
you had to go
I went
home.
by and on my way home. Man,
My mom was like, "Don't go outside today; it's dangerous."
I had to stop and look. It was,
I know, it was
crazy.
but it wasn't like violent, was it? It's just
No,
like
no,
people
nobody
dressed
fought.
up in like fucking superhero costumes.
Was it more people? Like,
was anyone dressed up as the QAnon shaman?
Yes.
Of course. How
So
many?
it was basically the cosplay
He's
of
iconic.
politics. It was Comic-Con with politics, and the cops
God,
separated
that's
like
interesting.
the Trump side and the non-Trump side, and they were behind gates. It
what was
like
bigger?
the Trump side. I ain't gonna lie. It was the Trump. The
Interesting.
Trump group was like 500 deep.
Whoa.
Because you had to be there like from the day before to get
Yeah.
into the. You couldn't just show up.
I know New
Right.
Yorkers are busy.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You
so-
had to show up the day before?
Yeah, so people were lined up. When I was going home from here, people were lined up on the street
Talk about bad
on
breath.
separate barricades, like it's almost like for tickets. I saw them in front of the federal building, and then those are the same people that funneled into the park that morning. There was guys dressed as Donald Trump in jail, Donald Trump the president. One guy was Abraham Lincoln and Donald Trump together.
They had a baby.
Like he was dressed as, but he took
my
Abraham
God.
Lincoln's hat and said, "Make America Great Again."
Oh my God.
One lady, I think I sent you the video, dressed in like what they call whiteface, like she's covered in white paint with like red lips, a pink wig. She had tape over her boobs and they were like big, and then she had on a baby diaper, and she was running around screaming at people.
Was she on the Trump side or the?
No, she was on the non-Trump side. it was the most entertaining
What the-
craziness
Oh
down
man, I'm
there.
so mad.
She
I
was
missed
an
it.
aborted baby.
She wasn't. I think so.
Oh my God, I'm so
It
mad
was
I missed
so
this.
over-
Are they still there?
No, they're gone.
Damn it.
So like,
can't
one,
believe
I hate
missed-
crowds. I hate crowds.
I know, but
would've-
it would have been good to just go see it. I mean, that was a historical moment.
it was
Yeah.
so fun.
hilarious.
It was hilarious because
It's like a
you're-
Broadway
even
play,
the
but
cops were
better.
confused.
It's like Hamilton.
Yeah.
It was kind of like
Put on mushrooms.
yeah, on acid.
it was kind of like you can get these tickets, and even the cops were like, they look so confused, like
Yeah,
they look
they're like, we
entertained, and like this
Because
is
like
too
yeah,
good.
they weren't being violent. So you're like, I guess this is just some.
Yeah. This one guy had a sign that was so confusing because it was all about religion, and at the bottom it said like, you know how it was like Luke 22:12.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like Trump 22:12.
Oh my God.
It was too much. Like it was over the top.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah.
All right. Should we wrap up?
Yeah. Your call.
Okay.
Thanks, Hannah.
This
Even
is
though I
so
could
much
sit here and
fun.
talk to you forever, but
I
I
know.
really have to pee, and I do have a phone call about my book soon.
True. I have a phone call at 3ish.
All right, don't be in competition with me. It's okay.
I mean, yeah, I have a pretty important
Yeah, I have like
call.
a bunch of phone calls.
I have so many
right
calls.
now.
It's crazy. It might actually be a Zoom. So don't try to compete with that.
I think mine's Microsoft Teams. Okay, which is really official.
Oh, okay. You win.
Please watch us on YouTube.
Yes.
And subscribe and leave a comment and like it so we can monetize all of this. Follow Hannah. She's famous on TikTok. At Hannah Berner.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And on Instagram.
Yeah.
Are you on Twitter?
Yeah, but I don't really tweet.
I mean, I'm not because I hate Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Follow at the Leah McSweeney Show. Follow me at Leah Mob. Hannah, Queen.
Thank you for having
Love
me.
you. We will go on a double date. I'm not sure if it's going to be with
Whoever.
Dez's brother or the guy. But
Just trying to get
we're-
you in the family.
But we're going to be going on one.